Welcome to the Speaker Podcast. I'm your host, Camille Essick, and on this podcast, I cover topics ranging from entrepreneurship to relationships to beauty, wellness, and empowerment. Each week, I explore topics impacting women looking to start a business, heal from past hurts, or looking to start a new chapter in life. Let's get started. Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. This is my first episode, my pilot episode of the Speaker Podcast. I am your host, Camille Essick, and honestly, I never thought about launching a podcast. Literally, the idea came to me while I was sitting at work one day while my computer was offline. My computer is always crashing, and it was just a frustrating situation. I always keep a journal close by just in case, like a random idea or something pops in my head, and I can jot it down. So that's just pretty much how it came to be. And I was literally sitting at work, and this idea was like, launch a podcast. And I'm like, what? Me? And this voice was just like, launch a podcast. Real talk, I have been in the process of like praying to God for ideas as far as like expanding my brand to increase exposure for my business and just really, take things to the next level. And I really wanted something to do, but I just never thought it would come like in this form. So it's amazing to me how sometimes we want things to like advance our brand or a platform or our agenda, and we fail to see the bigger picture, not realizing, like, hey, it's not always about us. It's not always about you. And like I said before, I have been really wanting to expand my brand, the mission behind Kamiki Mink, and impact someone's life. I just never thought it would come in the form of a podcast. A little bit more about Kamiki Mink. I started my brand May of 2014 while I was stationed in Virginia, and I officially launched my brand May of 2015 with literally one pair of lashes, guys. I didn't have XO, I didn't have 24K. I had nothing, guys. Like, I literally had one pair of mink lashes. I had no website, no business cards, no layout for my social media page, Instagram. I was super worried about what I did not have. And very good friend of mine, one of my closest friends, Mark Coley. Oh, be sure you follow Mark on Instagram at Marketing with Mark. But at this time, he was under the name Mark Unleashed. And he was like, yo, Cam, you really need to launch this brand. I think what you're doing is awesome. And don't worry about what you don't have, because you step out there, God will just bless it and multiply it. Which I guess it comes to another point. You really need to have people around you that really see your potential and can see beyond your current situation, because it's amazing how sometimes we can limit ourselves and our capability, and we second guess ourselves and like, man, can I really do this? And you really can do this. And sometimes you just need that push. And that's why it's good to have like positive people that are so forward thinking and very perceptive and just really can speak into your life and your future and have vision to see you beyond your current situation. So with that being said, I launched Kamiki Mink. I ended up getting my domain name and getting a website, www.kamikimink.com. I'm also on Instagram at Kamiki Mink. And that one pair of lashes turned into 2 styles and 3, then 4. And then I introduced beauty essentials like makeup brushes. And then summer of 2018, I added on my lace front wig collection. In the beginning of this year, I added other glam accessories like Starbucks cups, just really cute, pretty glam essentials. And to say all that, it's just like you don't know where you can go or how high you can go until you get out there. And now here I am launching my first pilot episode of a podcast. So one pair of lashes has now grown into a pair of not only just a pair of lashes, but it's grown into a podcast. So you may not have, the money, the startup money. I didn't, you know, you just got to start. And when you do that, just watch how God will bless and multiply it. So as we start this journey with my podcast in this series called Speaker, and it's a play on words. And the reason why I did a play on words is because as women, we have a voice, and what we say has power. It has authority. It can change an atmosphere. It can impact the life of other people, and also what you hear. You have to be cognizant of what you're listening to, what you're putting in. So when I say, the speaker podcast, it's like, what's on your speaker? What are you hearing? What are you listening to? What's in your head? What are people saying that they're depositing into your mind and your spirit? Because people can say things and it can have a positive or negative impact on how you feel about yourself, what you think about yourself. So it's very important that what you're listening to, what you're hearing, is something that's going to help you grow, expand, build, be bigger, stronger, wiser, better. So that's the whole theme of the podcast. We're going to have different guests on as I go on this podcast journey. We're going to talk about relationships. We're going to talk about entrepreneurship, beauty, wellness, health, finances, all of it. We're just going to talk about all of it. And I thank everyone for joining me. And I think this is going to be a new and exciting journey. So just stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in. Again, this is the Speaker Podcast. The episodes will be recorded and then they'll be posted on iTunes on Sundays. And you can also catch replays. They'll be on my YouTube channel. You can type in Kamiki Mink and the episodes replays will be listed there. And, if you have a topic you want me to talk about or discuss, if you have a question, reach out to me. Hit me up on my email at kamikiminklashes@gmail.com. And you can also hit me up on Instagram at Kamiki Mink. And let's see what happens. So thanks for joining me, and I look forward to chatting with you guys.